What's up, people? It's October 6, 2025, and this is the Noons Report. Today, Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson set up an executive order labeling ice-free zones in Chicago. Now, they are setting the pretext for an insurrection by defying federal orders. They know this, but they are going about it anyways. And Donald Trump is going to counter it with 400 National Guard. Probably more than that, but I heard 400. Brandon Johnson and Pritzker are doing the communist playbook right now. They know exactly what they're doing. They are following the Podesta plan, and they are trying to incite a civil war. They are following the movie that they put out last year, and the plan is very clear. If all you have to do is look at everything that George Soros has done for the last 30 years, this guy is going to incite a civil war. Do you realize that? Jamie Raskin, that little fucking weasel, said last year that they are going to let Trump win, or that once Trump wins, they are going to wait. And then they are going to false flag and basically sacrifice some of their own people to the cause and use that as the pretext of saying that Trump is the one that did this, when we all know that Trump is not inciting civil war. He's not inciting division. We know this. But if you are brainwashed by the mainstream media, you think that Trump is Hitler when you're Hitler. It's so hilarious that these people cannot see this. I think it was the Babylon Bee just put out a video a few weeks ago of Hitler. It was obviously satire. And it was him explaining to a girl that she was everything that she thought he was. And we've been saying this now for almost a decade. These people do not realize that they are everything that they say we are. It's the Saul Alinsky playbook. Rules for radicals. Project everything that you are doing onto the other person. And that's what they've always done. That's Hillary Clinton's playbook. That's Barack Obama's playbook. This is the school they went to. They work in an inverted state. Everything that they're saying is the opposite of what they mean. Brandon Johnson and Jamie Pritzker, little egg roll man. These people are everything that's wrong with the Democrat Party. They represent a long line of made-up actors that are stealing taxpayer money. Actors. That's all they are. Down to the local level. I think local politicians think that they're doing well, but they know that they're just a joke. Nothing's really done on the local level. Kamala Harris claims that the 2024 election was the closest race in the 21st century, and that Donald Trump does not have a mandate, that this is not a mandate. I'll tell you something, Kamala. Not only is this a mandate, but we survived World War fucking III with you. And you know it. You know that you're the least popular person right now. And that the Democrats, you're all they have. That's how bad the state of the Democrat Party is. That they have you in queue right now, just waiting for the green light. And you're gonna fail again. You are a parody of the Democrat Party that's a parody of itself. Imagine believing yourself. You know why they didn't buy into her, the American people? Because she's not a mother. And she's married to a Jew with 2 radical stepchildren. No one was buying that. No one's going to buy it in 2028 either. So I suggest the handlers of the Democrat deep state figure out someone else, because Camel Toe ain't it. She is so embarrassing. The stuff that she says is like that secondhand embarrassment moment you had as a kid, when you were just looking at some kid as he was fumbling all over the place, and you were like, do I help him? Do I let him fail? Oh man, I'm so sorry for this kid. Yeah, that's Kamala Harris every single time she's on screen, opens her mouth. Does she not realize it? She must. She's also, some people believe, Prince in disguise. Kind of looks like it. Another thing that I was recently just thinking about on topic of vice presidents. Have you ever Googled, or in a textbook when you may have had one of those back in the day, ever looked with what you know now at all of the first ladies? Knowing what you know now that Candace has looked into with Brigitte Macron, look at all of the first ladies of the United States. They're all men. There might be a couple that are just really ugly, but they're all men. They're all trans. I'm not even sure about Melania. I'll be honest. After looking at all of them, Barbara Bush, geez. Just look at all the older ones. These dudes were always parading around with some other politician in drag as the first lady. They probably from the get-go. It's probably how they did it. They were like, oh, you just be my wife. We'll get 2 of us in there. You'll pretend to have no power, but we'll still run shit. That's probably how it's always been. Probably how it still is. I mean, I don't think Vance is a woman. I mean, I don't think Vance's wife is a man. But I don't even know. They're probably all covert, in skins, reptilians, repurposed actors, all of them. If you look at all the celebrities, there are other people in history that look like all of them. So why are these people stars? Why are they celebrities? Why did we see them our whole lives? Because they went to acting school? Fuck no. They're in the club. They probably have literally ships that can go to the stars. That's probably where they live. Because the actual structure of this planet is a whole other episode that we can talk about. But why are they stars? Why are they there for us to view and admire and emulate? Tell me. It's because they are all part of the club. And you know that if you're watching this. Trump today appeared back on TikTok. First video since 2024 around the election. And he came on and basically said that we all owe him for TikTok. Until you can prove to me that the algorithm isn't going to ban me for violating the guidelines over speaking about reality and saying that it's unoriginal content, fuck TikTok. Now it's just in the hand of the Jews. And Netanyahu is going to enroll influencers to keep the message going that Israel is God's chosen country. Anyways, on that note, find me on rumble.com/TheNoonsReport. I've spoken to a bunch of people now, and I just want to thank everyone for the kind comments on all the episodes that I've been sharing on X, on Instagram, on Rumble, on YouTube. Been getting some pretty decent responses, so I'm going to keep this going because someone has got to be talking about the truth. There's only a few of us that I'm telling you right now, start making videos. Start speaking what you know. There's going to be a break in all of this. The First Amendment will win. We will win. God will win. This is the Noons Report. Have a great night. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a good night, guys.